watch. It's Some for Seb. That's S-U-M, number 4, S-E-B. I think it's like Summer and Sebastian or something like that. Please, guys, if you're watching this video and I got those names wrong, I apologize. Yeah, they sold off a DR, just a little baby DR, like a 250 or 350, whatever the hell it is, whatever size they come in. They sold it off last year, and they sold off their DR 650 they had. And this year they got another DR 650 and the 1000 V-Strong. I love the V-Strong. Love it. But yeah, I found it kind of funny they got rid of a DR and picked up another DR. Oh, that was a big bug that hit him. What is that, a fucking bird? Holy shit. I don't know if that shows up on camera. I have to take a look at that. See what the hell happened there. Can't exactly remember where Some for Seb is from. But I don't know. I think they're from Ontario. I'd like to ride with these guys one of these days. It's nice to meet up with YouTubers and go for a rip, you know. Like I had vacation planned for the middle of next month. I was gonna run down to Texas. I was gonna go meet up with Jake the Garden Snake. But what we were gonna do is my buddy Don 2323, him and I, we were gonna put our motorcycles on a trailer. We were gonna put our motorcycles on a trailer. And we're gonna trailer them down to Texas and go for a rip down there. But my ex is currently giving me some legal issues, which is sucking up any money that I was going to get and redirecting it towards legal fees, which isn't really cool at all. Real piss off, really, but you know, what are you gonna do? Kind of a piss off. I want to do a lot more traveling this year, but I don't think that's gonna happen. In August, last week of August, first week of September, I was supposed to take my daughter out to Nova Scotia. We're gonna drive out, but again, my ex is ruining that one for me as well. So that's not gonna happen. Unreal. Bullshit is what it is. Bullshit. That's the one I was really looking forward to. Go out there. Still never met my nephew. The kid's like 3 years old or something now. Still never even met the kid. I was supposed to meet him last year and we did the road trip out there, but well, it turns out my brother's ex is a real pain in the ass. The seat on this thing is hard as hell. It's like a freaking rock. Holy shit, how the hell did he get out east and back on this fucking seat? God. Brutal. But I'll give him one thing though. This thing would be kick-ass to travel for 2 people. Oh my god. I got my girlfriend on the back. And barely notice her. Other than, you know, when you're shifting or stopping, you know, get your boobs in the back and get her boobs in the back. Makes you want to stop and shift gears a lot more, you know. We'll see if she ever watches this video and mentions what I just said. I used to come up this way. You know what? I miss it. I used to come up this way once a month. I haven't been up here in about... wow, I think it's 7 years since I've been up this way. Well, like I've been up here like a little ways, but not my usual route. Yeah, 7 years. I used to work for a car wash company. I was their sales rep slash tech slash service guy. Like my truck was my mobile office. I had my printer in there. I had like little power inverters. I had my like printer and my computer, all that kind of crap, you know. Do all my cost per car reports, setting up things, and it was a pretty cool gig. I mean, I'd be up here once a month, sometimes twice a month. But what I would do usually is I would say go, depending which way I was in the mood for. If this was my long day, so what I would do, I would shoot up to Timmins, do all my service calls up in Timmins, which is about a 4-hour drive. Or if I went up to the Sioux, that's a 5-hour drive. And then what I do is I cut in between both places in the middle of nowhere. No cell phone service, no stores, no nothing. Well, By taking the back highways, it gave me 2 extra hours on my pay, which was awesome. I was doing this for a couple of years. Well, my boss one day, I guess he was going through the books and they're like, what the fuck is this? This thing, how many hours it's taking me to do my trip? I said, well, listen, I said, the only reason I'm doing this, it pays me more, but I can get all the way to Ottawa and back on these back highways on 1 tank of fuel. It's like, bullshit, I've been going up back and forth to Ottawa, and I take the 401 all the way there, and blah, blah, blah. Oh, here come those spiders. And he says, you're taking too long, you know. He says, I don't appreciate this. And I said, well, listen, buddy, I said, I'm saving you money and I'm giving myself a couple extra bucks at the same time. He said, I don't believe it. And I said, okay, fine. I said, I'll show you. I'll fill up when I leave Toronto. I'll do my delivery. And as soon as I got to fill up again, I'll fill up in North Bay. Sure enough, all the way to Ottawa, all the way back, 1 tank of fuel. If I took the 401, which is a really fast highway, sure, saves him a couple hours on labor, but it costs him 1 full extra tank of gas, because as soon as I got to Ottawa, I'd have to fill up the fuel. And, yep, sure enough, he apologized.